What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Shane Rowe. Guys, grab your Yardies coffee, hit that like button and that subscribe button. And speaking of subscribing, guys, I want to thank you so much. We made it to 500 subscribers. So now the new goal is 1,000. So keep on hitting that subscribe button and let's get caffeinated and keep on rocking with your boy. Now, guys, it seems like we just started this series and we're already knee deep into it, right? Another episode of the top 5 yardies doing the thing around the globe, right? So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, number 5 coming in, Mr. Deshawn Bernard, and he plays center back for Sheffield Wednesday, and they're in the championship. It was an overall 7.4 rating with 0-0 draw against Swansea. So it was a good draw for them, right? I think Swansea's a tougher team than they are right now. So he played all 90 minutes, 78% passing, 49 touches with 1 inside the box and 3 in the final third. 38% long ball. Now, guys, we really got to get better at these long balls. And I wanted to put some clips in to just show you what I'm talking about in terms of the defense hitting those long balls, right? But keep on doing them nonetheless. If you don't try, you don't succeed, right? So keep on doing them. He never got disposed. 9 clearances, 6 headed clearances, 2 interceptions, 11 total defensive actions with 3 recoveries and 8 duels with a 63% win rate. Now, with this kind of action as a center back, and to come out with the draw, he was under a lot of pressure from the numbers you can see, right? The amount of defensive work he had to do with the total clearances and the headed clearances and interceptions. So good job, Bernard. Keep up the good work, because if it's not low, which has also made this list, but if it's not low or King or somebody else, anyone who comes into the mix has to be ready. So you got to keep your skills sharp, right? So moving on to number 4, and Mr. Andre Blake, the captain, fantastic. He's been in the mix throughout this entire series. So, but we know his qualities, right? He plays for the Philadelphia Union in the MLS, and it was a 2-1 loss to Cincinnati, but he finished the game with an overall 7.4 rating. So a 2-1 loss, so he gave up 2 goals, but still finished with a 7.4 rating. Let's see why, right? He played for all 90 minutes with 4 saves, 2 goals conceded. He had a 2 goal expected ratio, right? But prevented 1.4. So they could have ended the game 3, even 4-1. He had a 47% passing, 46% long ball. Now again, his passing is usually a lot tidier. So considering that he was one of the higher ranked on the team, I'm gonna say the defense needs to do a little bit better on the Philadelphia Union, right? You got to protect our boy, okay? And he had 1 diving save, 3 saves in the box, 6 throws, 11 recoveries, and 28 touches. So, Mr. Blake, Captain Blake, congratulations for making the list yet another week, coming in at number 4, right? Number 3, Damian Lowe. He plays center back. I'm gonna butcher this club's name, so apologies. It's Al Akaud in Saudi Arabia. There's a couple of our guys playing out there. There's another thing I wanted to say too, how much we have players all across this globe doing their thing, and week in, week out, they've been performing in any atmosphere or in any climate. So we really should be doing better on an international stage, guys. Really, really. But Mr. Lowe came in at center back in a 1-0 loss to Al Rihad with a 7.4 overall rating, though, right? So he still came out with a good individual performance. He played all 90 minutes. He had 1 shot on target, 80% passing with 55 passes. Guys, this is your center back distributing the ball all over the place. This is what you want to see. 1 big chance miss, which was his shot. 71 touches, 1 inside the box, 16 in the final third. 45% long balls, which is what we really have to. Once we can get those long balls over the 60% mark, Jamaica is going to be a deadly team. So 45% long balls, 67% tackles won, 1 clearance off the line, 1 block, 4 clearances, 4 headed clearances, right? 8 defensive actions, 2 recoveries, 10 duels, and he won 75% of his ground duels and 67% of his aerial duels. Lowe is a boss. Like, with him, we missed him in the game, the home game against Honduras, and you saw it. Now, not to say the other guys didn't do their job or anything like that, but our starting 11 is our starting 11, and with Lowe and Payne in that center back roles, you feel so much more comfortable. So, good performance to Lowe in Saudi Arabia. Keep it up. We're gonna need you on that latter leg, especially in the USA. But at home, we definitely need to capitalize when we get these opportunities at home, right? So Lowe coming in at number 3. Number 2, Mr. Kevon Lambert, who plays center midfield for San Antonio FC, and they had a 1-1 draw with Louisville FC. He had a 7.8 overall rating, and he played for all 90 minutes. He had his goal. So you always want to see your center midfielders contributing to that goal tally, right? Because you bring that form back into the international stage, and we can definitely use a goal or two, especially when Antonio is not putting the ball in the back of the net. I'm not signaling out Antonio, but I'm just saying he's one of our main strikers, right? Now, he finished the game with a 7.8 overall rating, 90 minutes, 1 goal, 3 shots, 60% passing, 67% shooting, 58 touches, 3 inside the box, 13 in the final third, and 13% long balls. You see, let's move on. 100% tackles, 1 block, 1 clearance, 1 headed clearance, 1 interceptions, 8 defensive actions, and 8 recoveries. So even as a midfielder, doing all this defensive work and still getting your goal is what you call a box to box, right? You're sitting in the back, helping out the midfield, and then you can go up and put in a 1 goal in by yourself. 18 duels, 18% ground duels won, with 100% aerial duels won. So your man was a little bit tired on the ground, right? 1 foul and 4 fouls committed. So he was mixing it up, man. So Mr. Lambert coming in at number 2. Congratulations. I think this is the first time you've made the list. So to put in this performance, is good. Keep it up. Keep it up. Now, before we get to number 1, you got to give a shout out to Romario Williams. To be honest with you, a lot of the guys had a really good week. A really good week. And it was a little bit of a touch and go who was going to get the nomination or even the top 5 or the 5 spot. So good job to all the guys this week, especially coming off the international break. Keep that form up. We're going to need it in the next few weeks. It's already going to be here again in the next few weeks. Now, coming in at number 1, Mr. Ethan Payne, and congratulations to him. Listen, I was worried about him in the game. I'm not even gonna joke. He had long balls he was throwing in. You tell from the stats, the man was all over the place, and only by the grace of the qualities that Manchester United had, we came out on top. This is my Manchester United half talking now. So we came out on top, but I was still happy that he got his goal. I was absolutely chuffed he got his goal. So Mr. Payne, who plays for Brentford as a centre back, right? 2-1 loss to Manchester United. I'm kind of happy I say that, but you know what it means, right? 90 minutes he played, and he got his goal with 1 shot on target. 95% passing, right? Payne is a beast, man. He's been on this list this whole time we've made it. If he hadn't been on the list, he was right outside the list, and that week he played Man City. So you let me know. You know, he's a top level center back. We got a good one. One chance created, 100% shooting, 88 touches, one inside the box, 7 passes in the final third, 100% crossing, 63% long ball. Listen, I might even suggest United buy this guy, right? So 50% tackles, one last man tackle, one block, 8 clearances, 3 headed clearances, 2 interceptions, 15 defensive actions, 3 recoveries, 11 duels he was involved with, 100% of his ground duels, and 29% of his aerial duels. Mr. Payne, congratulations, my man. Like, when we see your stats now, I understood what it was a game of 2 halves. The first half, they had us, man. I don't know what we were doing, and he was driving it. He was clearly was driving it. Even in the second half, it was more of a going back and forth, you know. So and he got his goal. He kept his team in the game for a long time. Last man tackle, clearances, blocks. Congratulations, Mr. Pina. Congratulations. This is what we need going into the latter parts of these CONCACAF competitions, man. And I'm not being funny. You know, listen, you don't like it, it's just the coffee. Okay, don't get mad at me. But Jamaica should be doing better. We have players from Saudi Arabia to the Premier League to the USL Championship team, and they're all balling. And we can't get them together and play a cohesive form of football where we can score some goals, man. Like, don't get me wrong. With McLaren coming in now, we look a lot better just in the couple of games that I've watched, right? So let's hope we can keep this form up. Congratulations to all these guys, because if we have a good group of guys, the center backs are scoring, the midfielders are scoring, even the attackers. We had a, a, a couple attackers that didn't get in the top 5 quite in this week. But then we have our goalkeeper, right? So congratulations to all these guys. They're continuously on the list, continuously keeping up their form. And when they go on international break, you see that transpire into that good form and the good results. So congratulations, guys. Keep it up. That's it for the week. Guys, you leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the series. Let me know what you think about some of the guys this week. And again, congratulations to Peanut, man. You had a good week. All right. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and God bless you. Peace.